Well, we'll call the weekend a bit of a teaser for the nice spring weather that we're expecting later on this month. But today across the Starkville area, nothing but cloudy skies to speak of. Actually, cloudy skies across most of the state, and right now, here in the Golden Triangle region, that temperature is at 74 degrees, a rather nice high across the area for the middle of February. But that's pretty much the case over much of the region, seeing a lot of high cloud coverage, allowing temperatures to stay really warm and muggy as we're basically at the foot of a very large system causing a lot of havoc to the northeast. But with us, just seeing those higher clouds sweeping across the area, and with us being in that lower warm sector of this large system, seeing temperatures across the southeast well into the 70s and 60s. Now noticing a little further off to our east, seeing 70 in Atlanta, stretching all the way across, getting a little bit warmer across southern Mississippi. But really take notice of this definite line, this band right here, change in the color, seeing that as our frontal boundary, seeing a frontal system pass through, getting into tomorrow, but temperatures not really changing for us just yet. Across the area, seeing temperatures, as I mentioned earlier, in the 70s, and that's pretty characteristic as we're expecting this next storm to approach us. It's rather complicated. It's a rather large system passing over much of the nation, but seeing it really stretch down into the southeast, seeing it bring just a few high clouds and a little bit of rain, and then bringing in a little bit of that cool air after it. Now, once that cool air gets in here, seeing temperatures for the first time into the 30s, but then warming back up because, folks, we have more on the way. Seeing Tuesday afternoon being rather clear, a little bit of lower cloud coverage to the south, but then putting this thing in motion, watch it just develop and engross the south in cloud coverage. Wednesday afternoon and getting into the evening, starting to see those little patches of rain make themselves known across the northern half of our state. But with that, seeing that severe potential, what a better time to bring up one occasion throughout the year, Severe Weather Awareness Week. Now, with the possibility of severe weather on Thursday evening, we really don't have a grasp on the development of that as far as how intense it will be, but knowing that there are just a few common factors that make severe storms happen. Wind being 58 miles per hour or faster, hail being 1 inch in diameter or greater, and just a tornado in sight will in fact make a severe storm happen. Now, the location has a lot to do with that. With wind and hail and tornadoes, if you live in rural areas, you're more worried about natural debris, trees and power lines and such. But if you live in a city, that's where you have concern for more signs and other rooftops hitting your home. So make sure you take precaution and keep your foundation sturdy around your homeland. Plan of action, mentioning all that, keeping things well planted. Make sure that you have a first aid kit, a list of emergency contacts, and knowing the lowest lying area in your house will help you in preparing for that. Now, across the area today, no severe weather. It does look much like a severe event, but 77 degrees is our temperature. Gusty and mostly cloudy will continue through the evening, seeing that wind shift to the west. Clouds still building in, but then getting out of here. Actually, Wednesday going to look pretty nice for us getting into the rest of the week. As I mentioned, that rain and cloud coverage coming in. Tuesday, getting out of here, and then Thursday, next big chance for our precipitation. But moving toward the weekend, moderate conditions as well. Highs in the 60s and 70s and lows in the 50s, with the exception of that Wednesday low in the 30s. Thank you for tuning in to Campus Connect. I'm Aaron Warden.